you have the idea of playing Basement Trapper, so again, you all are wrong. So like I say, if you, were trying that hard to try and also prove me wrong, which you didn't, you proved me again right, that is on you, my guy. Like I say, if you want to play Basement Trapper and think that's the only way to do so, that's on you, my guy. Not me. You know, that's on me. And if you're generally that also, if you're generally that butthurt, right, yeah, like over, I proved you wrong, right? It is funny because again, like I say, you needed Basement to win that game, and like I say, for you to come into the chat again and to then prove that you didn't need Basement to win, proved me right. Doesn't prove me wrong, it proved me right.
If you're as confused as I am, don't worry. It's been a week and I still, to be honest, I can't make sense of what they were trying to get at there. Anyone subscribe to my channel, or if you're just coming across this video, you'll notice I've got a lot of videos, and they're not really content per se, they're just more of an archive of gameplay I have from my streams, just a place to store some of my highlights. But the thing that prompted me to make this video was I had a game of Trapper, and I came across a Salty Survivor, which is part of the course for Dead by Daylight. And to my surprise, it turns out this person was actually a streamer who was live at the time, and that reaction there was just a little snippet of what's coming up. As I say, I don't make videos like this often, but the thing that really prompted me is this. So you can see that I got banned from discussing in the channel. This person is what I can only describe as extremely arrogant, extremely entitled, and instead of having a conversation or a discussion, you find this with a lot of people like this. They just kind of want to make an echo chamber, block you from having a civil discussion, and then walk away, making themselves feel like, you know, they're the winner. Unfortunate for them, I'm extremely petty, which is why this video exists. No, to be honest, this video is not to be any hateful or negative energy towards this person. More for entertainment, bit of a discussion around entitlement Dead by Daylight. And if you do enjoy this video, please do the YouTube things of like and subscribing. I do want to really focus on this channel a bit more this year and up my game a little bit. So if you do want to see any more videos like this, I definitely get plenty of salty encounters. But without further ado, let's start at the beginning, which is my Trapper game. Okay, so let's add some context here. Just while the gameplay is playing and the match is playing out, and I'm just setting up in the early stages, I had an archive challenge, and my archive challenge was to hook 2 people in the basement or hook a survivor twice in the basement. And who's best to do that? Well, you can play it with anyone, to be honest, but Trapper, one of his biggest strengths, if not one of his only strengths, is being able to trap up the basement. So you can kind of see my build here. It's very, very memeish, isn't it? It's basically just 3 perks to carry someone to the basement, Mad Grit to take hits and freeze your counter, Iron Grasp to reduce wiggle and let you carry longer, and Agitation to move faster. And of course, Corrupt Intervention, which is the only perk that's remotely meta, which just enables it so that I can block the generators at the start of the game and give myself time to set up, really. Add-ons, well, they'll come into play in a little bit, but I was just setting up in the early game to secure this basement hook. Not intending to play Basement Trapper per se, but just to increase the odds of me getting this challenge done. So the survivor in particular that we need to focus on is the Fung Min, who's dressed in the princess outfit from Silent Hill, the one who's on the thumbnail as well. And for this video, we're going to just refer to this person as Bakugo. Bakugo's definitely a more fitting character name than the character that they probably want to align themselves with. And there they are on screen at the minute when they just took that first hit. So I'm just going to let the match play out a little bit more. Just watch it. I'll edit it up a little bit and just watch how the match plays out. And once the Fung Min spoilers is out of play, that's when you'll see them starting to come to my stream and put comments. If we get her in this, I think we're good. That's one.
Oh well, GG's, he's a basement trapper. Dude, don't go. There's literally no point. He wins. He's gonna secure that kill. Like, there's literally no point. Like, he's just one of those killers that from iron grasp and stuff like that. He's full blown in the basement.
Now, he's not completely wrong. If a killer is going to like hard camp, it's probably some of the best strategy, especially if you're in a team, is to just push gens. However, he just saw on re-kicking the gen with his alert, I was across the map, so I'm not necessarily hard camping that basement. There are traps with bloody coil on them. I picked that add-on for a reason, so that there would be a trade-off for someone breaking into them. He's injured. If he wanted to work as a team, he could have gone over to the shack, disarmed the traps, and assisted the Ada in getting into that shack and hopefully going for the save. So there is potential of making that save. But I'm not hard camping. I'm doing what Trapper does best, which is in the description of his actual portrait. He's a territorial killer. He locks down an area and he protects that area. So I am protecting a portion of the map and generators and trapping it up. And as you can see, the streamer there, back ago, fell for that trap, hook, line, and sinker. So let's just continue to see the perspectives.
Such a boring way to die, man. I remember loving this strap, but now I just absolutely despise it. It's such a ridiculous strategy, man. Like, you just get away with it so much, man. Like, you just get a free kill. You get free kills pretty much. It's basically pretty much GG's at that point. There's not much you can really do. It's boring. Even though I get literally nothing on this toolbox. That's it. Yep, there we go, fuck you. Oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Yeah, I'm not giving you the fucking satisfaction of basement, bitch. Fuck you.
Again, we keep them injured. Heard them. Getting into our neck of the woods. Yeah, they're not doing the gens they need to, which is down here. So that's the important thing. Probably a Swift, so they'll call that out, no doubt, but... yeah, these ones are fine. That's what you gotta do as Trappy, you gotta lay territory and keep at it.
Very Christmassy, are ya, Mr. Trapper?
Not very Christmassy. Bro, I'm a literal Krampus.
That's what you ain't. Merry Christmassy. Okay, I'm going to play for them.
Traps like these can be very good. Very unpredictable. Oh, hello. Smart. But if you go down here, it's GG's. Yeah.
Try and go. Blow them by that girl though. He knows he isn't going to get basement again, so that's why he's doing this. Yeah, we're going to go to the basement. Sorry, I've got whisper first there. Come on, bro. Gonna Jen! Why I'm running this fucking...
Go wait, taking a good chase now, but I'm just going to keep pulling them back to that gen. Keep it, as long as we can keep them in our side, it should be fine. Keep the gen off. Someone's been touching it. Yeah. Already pre-running smart.
Get me out, please. What? How did... Wait, what? How did that reopen? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Excuse me? How did that reopen? Is that... Oh, there's a fucking add-on, isn't it? For fuck's sake, man. trapper loses 9 times out of 10 if we didn't fucking give him basement, bro. Fucking basement trapper, man. Yeah. Fucking snooze fest, easy win for him just because he gets fucking basement.
Now, as you can tell from that furious typing, they decided to come to stream to air their displeasure at how I played and dared to use that basement. And yeah, what I'm going to do is just skip to the end game screen and the back and forth that we had, which will then lead us on to the next part of the video.
The salt is real. See all that? That's not snow covering the Krampus, it's salt. Salt from the hook. Double pip. So now you play Trapper though, guys. Double pip. I did outplay you. There's nothing more to it, man. It's GG's and move on, you know? Like, I've all night been playing chill. It's like, I'm just playing for fun, you know? Oh, rip the deck. Sorry, man. No wonder you're upset. Sorry. GG's.
So yeah, I think with that comment, that's really the truth of what this all boils down to. You can see that they don't have purple tier 3 perks. They're clearly going through their adepts. Instead of being honest that they just were going for an adept and got frustrated because they probably haven't got it in a few games, they decided to do the most insane gold level mental gymnastics, which you're going to see coming up as well. I'll put a couple of comments up that they were putting on there as well. But one in particular I want to focus on is that they are a killer main. But also, they at one point did say they were a trapper main, which is surprising considering they didn't know what those add-ons did. But, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the comment around they apparently looped me. So let's have a look at how Bakugo loops.
Fucking add-on, isn't it? For fuck's sake, man. Oh, this
And with that came the most interesting turn of events of all. They said they were going to show me a real trapper, show me how trapper's supposed to be played. Despite seeing in that game all the traps planted in different places, 3 out of 6 of them caught Bakugo, even though he is the trapper main and didn't understand the add-ons. Even though you could see, despite me using basement and getting challenged at the start, I didn't camp or tunnel, I just played the game out. I am the bad trapper, and he was going to show me how this is done. So, what we're going to watch next is Bakugo gameplay as Trapper, and let's let it speak for itself and let him show us how it's done.
I mean, it's not that I think is best. You just play him wrong. That's just all I'm gonna say, because everyone has the idea of thinking that, like, oh, you need to play Trapper with... Wait, shit. There we go. Like, oh, you need to play Trapper with only basement only. Because, like, see, you lose matches. Not always the case. I should actually put this on the other side, but it's alright. Really? Drop that chase real quick, he's got sloppy on. I heard someone else up here also. Pick up this trap. It makes more sense. I mean, you did. Oh, hello. I'm gonna see if I can get this out of the way, because if I can get this part out of the way, it should be fine by now. Nice. Player there. They're on that gen up top anyway, so it should be fine here. There is a wrong way to play him, because everyone thinks you have to play him a certain way, but you don't. Again, I'm gonna prove, like I say, I need to prove people wrong, and I like to do that because I like to challenge myself. And because if you think that you have to play him in a specific way because you lose half your games, and you think that, like, oh, because you're saying that you need to be chasing Trapper. Didn't say you need to be chasing Trapper, just saying you need to be playing it better.
Whoa. I have to stop there because I am so confused. So you're saying that everybody thinks he needs to be played in a certain way, which is wrong. But you're telling us to play him in the way that you play him, which is a certain way, which is right? You don't see the problem there? And end of the day, you saw me play one match where I used basement, and you're somehow, from that, the conclusion is I'm losing half my games? What?
You need to be thinking about your trap placement, you need to be thinking about where people loop, you need to think about where you're going to go with people's looping. That's how you play Trapper. You're going to lose maybe 1 or 2, 3 gens at the start of the game, but overall, at the end of it, if you're able to place your traps properly and able to place your traps better, that's what you do. You win better and a lot more fun, because you get to outsmart the opponent. You're basically playing chess with Trapper, pretty much. That's what you're basically pretty much doing. You're pretty much playing chess with Trapper. Well, you're pretty much doing. See if she runs. No, she does not run. Okay, cool. I got the speed boost here, which is fine. Got the pain res. Where do we want to put our traps now? I guess we're gonna put one here just because of the fact that it's to stop the pallet being thrown. Hello. Got that other pain res, not really too fussed about that. put this one here. Reset it all, actually. That's actually fine, actually. Let me just get rid of it. Yeah, you just go stop so long, you go. Yeah, I know your gameplay way too well. Then, nice. I'm surprised to get some from that, actually. I should drop it. You have DS for sure, so I'm gonna drop you real quick. Come back towards this to pressure the unhook. Makes more sense. I'll let him get closer a little bit here. I'll let him trade. That was a bit of lag there. I don't know if you guys saw that. But that's fine pretty much. That's all my pain res is gone, which is not too good, but I guess it is stopping us from getting a bit rushed here. She's probably going to have DS still, but I'm going to have to risk it at this point. No DS now. That's fine. Nice. I feel like I've got a bit of time to. I'm going to reset this trap over here because this seems like a decent trap to do. And then I'm going to come back. Ah shit, oops. I forgot about that trap too, but I'm a dumbass. Look at the speed boost. My trap's still over here still, so they, like I say, hold it tightly. Again, most survivors do at this point. Nice. Not going to hold it there, are they? Holding W here. Probably gonna go, yeah, go around. Do I defend this unhook? I think I do actually. I think it makes more sense for me to go to this unhook. Good traps I've actually got there. Another one in main still. It's nice. I think if I cut him off here, he's pretty much somewhat screwed a little bit. Nice. He should have just dropped that pallet, bro. I think I was kind of stupid there. Second. They're probably going to be on this gen over here or that gen over there. It's 50-50 because they're not on that gen over there, so they're on this gen. Which is kind of nice. Nice. So now they touch that. Actually, I'm gonna defend this. Actually, let's see what they can do. Nice. Maybe I can get this in time. 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 I don't think I actually hit this, do I? No, I don't hit this shit. Fair play. Dead hard. No dead hard. Coolio. Oh no, he's not. Wow, I've actually got a 12-foot game. It's fair enough. Look at that. I'm not going to chase that because, like I say, they have a little bit more time. I'm probably going to try and secure the 1k because I call this basically pretty much a win in my books. There we go. Do I get this here? Yeah, no, it's not there. Leave it right ahead. Dead hard. Dead hard, dead hard, dead hard, dead hard. Dead hard for you, lady. Yeah, I'm just showing people how to properly play Trapper in my opinion. And for like say more me being more nice here, I count this pretty much as a win because it's literally like what Trappers can't normally do is get this many hooks and a kill at the same time. So it is what it is. I thought it was an absolute win. Fair play. Because like I say, I don't have to rely on a certain basement to win the game. You know, That's pretty much how I've done it. Because I could have generally tunneled. Was an average team. Wasn't really the average team, because like I said, I could have generally tunneled. And look what they have. Like, you know, you want to like focus upon like basically saying that like, you know, you're basically pretty much like seeing like, oh yeah, against a good quant squad. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, let's be real here, okay? So, you played your match, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like you didn't do well. Of course you did. You got you got a lot of hooks, which is good stuff, right? You got some traps in there. But the thing you set out to do was to prove that you're, I guess, a better trapper, and that show you how it's done. But the only difference between our gameplay is that you just refuse to use basement. Now, there's a reason that Trapper is at the bottom of everybody's tier list. Any killer can win a match, but against very good survivors, that's where tier lists come in. It's to show you at their best possible performance how likely it is you're going to win a match. And you doing this virtuous thing of not using a basement is, fair enough. You can play like that. But to sit there and pretend like you're some kind of elitist and shame people that do use basement is insane. You can call a 1K win, and that's totally up to you. I often tell people that play killer, they ask me, how do you play it without getting so tilted? Everybody's been tilted at this at some point, but I've played it for 5K hours. I believe yourself, you said you played it for 2K. And you've got to set your own win conditions. You can't condition can't be always being what the devs intend of 3K every game. It's whether you want to do an archive or a trophy, or in your case getting hooks, and that's great. But you can't tell people. It's so entitled to tell people how they should play. Add-ons in killers kits change the way they play. There's a saying: "There's more than one way to skin a cat." Right? Bad saying, to be honest, but it labours the point. What it's getting at is if you look at a lot of the meme add-ons, they fundamentally can change how a killer plays the game. It doesn't mean they're playing wrong. It means they're playing to the strengths of the perks and the teams they're against. And that's exactly it. Using basement is just a tool for the trapper. He's very weak, but he's one of the strongest basement campers in the game, if you want to call it that. And just using a tool that the devs have got in the game, just as map offerings are and everything else. You brought 4 meta perks, I brought 3. You got 9 hooks, I got 10. 12 in total with the deaths, but 10 fresh hooks. I got 6 traps, 3 of them were you, but you're sitting there and telling me that apparently I don't hide my traps well enough and you looped me, even though we can see that's not true. So, yeah, all I'm getting at here is just get off your high horse, stop telling people to play the game, and swallow your pride. If you would have won this match, you would have 100% have been gloating about it. But because it's a 1K, you're doing the most insane mental gymnastics and copium that you can possibly do.
Have to specifically force a boring playstyle, which is even I have done before, which I will admit, right, is absolutely boringly stupid. I wouldn't call this meta pretty much as full much. Oh, I'd only count this as meta. Count Pain as Predator. You also have a take, buddy. I'm gonna try and go to this generator right here. Wait, do you not destroy tapes anymore? Huh? It's like a brand new thing. It's like a brand new thing that they've now put in the game. You can't damage.
So, you don't think the 4 perks you had were meta? I can see why you wouldn't think Sloppy was meta, but meta means it's used a lot on killers because it's, one of the stronger effects, and it certainly is for Sloppy Butcher on stealth killers especially. And then we just saw a clip with you as Onryo, and you didn't realise that there was a change to the tape getting destroyed. It strikes me that as much as you say you're a killer main, you are 2,000 hours, and even that's an insane amount of time in DBD terms. It's hardly a drop in the ocean. I'm 5k hours and I'm still learning all the time. And I think this is a really good example of this Dunning-Kruger effect that people talk about, where because for you, you play, for example, Trapper in the way that you find fun and you get good results, and because you're not going against the most insane teams all the time, you seem to think that that's Trapper's ability, right? As good as Trapper can be. If you were playing against really, really good teams consistently, your opinion would change and you'd probably start using basement, to be honest, because you'd get tired of being destroyed and bagged at a gate every other game. Again, if your win condition is you're still happy with going for hooks and getting 1Ks, that's perfectly fine. But again, this is a really good example in the DBD community that people need to stop lecturing others, especially people with way more experience and time than you, on how you should be playing the game and what they should be running, etc., etc.
And then I could then say that if I didn't look back at your match, you could have, let's just say, had the same, like, weak squad. So again, you proved me right other than anything else. Sorry to say that, but it is what it is. You proved me right, simple as you don't have to play Trapper the way you think you're supposed to. You thought that the only way you can play Trapper is basement, and I proved that you don't have to. And you've now come in here and proved me right. So thank you so much for proving me right. And like I said, I hope you can play Trapper like that every single time, because it's a lot more fun, and it's to be honest fun on both sides, because you're outplaying and outsmarting the people. But you're just gonna sit there and say that, like, say no. I'm not telling people how to play, but I am considering it is a better option to get better at the game, to improve to be better at a certain killer. That's all I'm doing. I like to educate, and I like to give people tips of how to play a killer better to try and get something done. I used to play Basement Trapper, and it is uncounterable. It is simple as that, because people want to know, people want to say that that's the only way to play Trapper, but I have seen genuine Trappers in this game that have thousands of hours on him, or at least a few thousand hours on him, and they play him flawlessly, because they place the traps very well, and because they know how to survive his path. It's as simple as that. And like I say, you want to come in here and say that's on you. You just proved me right. But thank you.
And on that bombshell, I think we'll leave it there. I didn't expect this video to go on nearly as long as this, but it's the first time I've really edited something that I wanted to do and put together. So it's been really fun creating it. And again, it's no negative intentions involved. I know I'm prodding fun at him, but I think it does kind of serve a purpose of a broader discussion in this community, in that we need to have a lot less toxicity, as it is, air quotes. We need a lot less toxicity, but that starts with people stopping dictating how to play the game. Unless you're cheating / hacking or exploiting the game, anything goes, and the devs enable all these different play styles and different ways, and that's what makes Dead by Daylight Sun's fun to play, because every match, as much as it's the repetitive game loop, they play out drastically different with the people involved. So thanks again for everybody's time watching this, and if you made it to the end, please do drop a comment and let me know what you thought or what could do better, and if you'd like me to do any more videos kind of to this style. And yeah, thank you for the over 500 subscribers as well. I didn't do a video for that, so here it is, I guess. We'll use this as kind of the celebration of that. But thanks again, guys. Take care, have a great 2025, and stay safe in the fog. Bye-bye.